Roger Bannister is the first person to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Up until this point, it was considered scientifically impossible. The best minds in the world thought the human body just couldn't function in that way. That was like running 100 meters in 7 seconds. Just no one thought it was possible. Roger Bannister was born in Harrow, England. Bannister was inspired by miler Sydney Wooderson's remarkable comeback in 1945. 8 years after setting the mile record and seeing it surpassed during the war years by the great Swedish runners Arta Andersson and Gunder Haig, Wooderson regained his old form and challenged Andersson over distance in several races. Wooderson lost to Andersson, but set a British record of 4 minutes, 4.2 seconds in Göteborg on September 9th. Like Wooderson, Bannister would ultimately set a mile record, see it broken, then set a new personal best better than the new record. Bannister started his running career at Oxford in the autumn of 1946 when 17. He had never worn running spikes previously or run on a track. His training was light, even compared to the standards of the day, but he showed promise in running a mile in 1947 in 4 minutes 24.6 seconds on only 3 weekly half-hour training sessions. He was selected as an Olympic possible in 1948, but declined as he felt he was not ready to compete at that level. However, he was further inspired to become a great runner by watching the 1948 Olympics. He set his training goals on the 1952 Olympics in Helsinki. After the devastation of his failure at the 1952 Olympics, Bannister spent 2 months deciding whether to give up running. He decided on a new goal: to be the first man to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Accordingly, he intensified his training and did hard intervals. On May 2, 1953, he made an attempt on the British record at Oxford. Paced by Chris Chataway, Bannister ran 4 minutes 3.6, shattering Wooderson's 1945 standard. "This race made me realize that the 4-minute mile was not out of reach," said Bannister. But other runners were making attempts at the 4-minute mile barrier and coming close as well. American Wes Santee ran 4 minutes 2.4 on June 5th, the 4th fastest mile ever. And at the end of the year, Australian John Landy ran 4 minutes 2.0. Then, early in 1954, Landy made some more attempts at the distance. On January 21st, he ran 4 minutes 2.4 in Melbourne, then 4 minutes 2.6 on February 23rd, and at the end of the Australian season on April 19th, he ran 4 minutes 2.6 again. This historic event took place on the 6th of May, 1954, watched by 3,000 people. The roar of the crowd drowned out the rest of the announcement when Bannister ran 3 minutes 59.4 seconds. On August 7th, at the 1954 British Empire and Commonwealth Games in Vancouver, Bannister won in 3 minutes 58.85, with Landy 0.8 seconds behind in 3 minutes 59.6 seconds. Within 46 days of him doing this, someone smashed his